Hi, you guys. Welcome to Queen Talk. I have a special guest with me today. You'd like to introduce yourself?
Hello.
You gotta introduce.
My name's Tyrell. I'm a friend through my cousin.
His cousin is my best friend, Danisha. That's all you want to say about yourself? No age, what you do, are you single? What? They probably want to know.
Yes, I'm 22. Right now, currently reside in Riverdale, Georgia, Clayton County. You know what I'm saying? Clay Coast, Southside. What else? I work for Clayton County Parks and Rec. I work for the county. I'm single, by the way. Yeah, I'm single.
Okay.
All the single ladies out there.
Okay. So you watched the last episode, correct?
Yes.
So what you think about it? Like,
I liked it. I felt like it should have been a male point of view. I felt like it was from just a girl point of view.
but I mean, it was two queens on the throne.
Well, you got a king here now.
Okay, you're right. This is what the whole show is about. This is why I have you. All my shows, all the episodes are going to have counter episodes. So it's always going to be a woman's perspective and it's always going to be a male's perspective. But I kind of figured like I was going to get some feedback like that because of what we were talking about, but it was, personal experiences and everything. So from a male's perspective, like, have you ever been in a controlled relationship before?
I was controlled by a female or
Yeah,
I was
controlled by
a female?
Well, what's the situation?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say I was controlled, but in a way, kind of let her get away with a lot. So I felt like she would do things, but I wouldn't say nothing. So in a way, I kind of felt like control because I would hold back what I got to say. But that was like when I was younger. I do a lot of that.
Like I said before, it's all about maturity, growth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I want to talk about some other stuff. Like I mentioned in the other video, it's a lot of different other situations that other people can have control over. Like in the workplace, for an example, or when you was back in high school, maybe elementary school.
Like peer pressure?
Peer pressure, bully, any controlled situation.
What's the question, bro?
Like, have you ever been in
controlled?
Yeah, other than in a relationship? Like, okay, for an example,
Like forced to do something that
you
I ain't
could
want to
be,
do?
or like for an example, like there's a lot of doctors and lawyers and nurses in my family. So I feel like I had to live up to an expectation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that altered me of what I really wanted to do in life. Like I wanted to pursue art. So instead, I went to school for psychology, which is one of my passions. Don't get me wrong, but art is like the main thing that I wanted to do. So like, has anybody ever altered like your mind frame from doing something in life that you really wanted to do?
Well, I can say this. I'm a musician, so I play the drums, and I can say a long time ago when I played at my old church, I felt controlled.
How so?
Because I couldn't really step out the box and do what I wanted to do. It was always like, do it this way, do it that way.
Except for being like, yeah, that's a good example. Except for being like your unique self.
Yeah, being myself and playing what I would like to play. It was always, you gotta do it this way, not your way. Versus now, it's kind of, I get freestyle a lot.
It's more enjoying because it's you.
Yeah,
you showcasing you.
Yeah, and that's what I like to do. So I just don't like feeling controlled about something I love. I don't like being controlled.
I don't think anybody really likes being controlled. So, like in the last episode, how did you get out that situation? Like, was it because you switched churches, or
basically switching churches and standing up for myself, really?
So how did you stand up for yourself? What you do?
I just started.
I can't do this no more.
Yeah. I was just like, look, I can't do this no more. This is just me. This is how I like to play. And if y'all can't do with it, I can leave.
That's what's up.
So basically, I just had to open my mouth,
Yeah.
get out the shell.
Yeah. So have you always been like that person before then, like in a shell?
Yes, I can honestly say that. Back in high school, I learned a lot.
What made you come out your shell?
Honestly, just going back to dealing with females and stuff, going through different situations.
Yeah, he like for real. I feel like he's a pretty boy. I don't know if
A pretty boy.
Yes.
I'm a dark skin, man. What you mean?
So what? You ain't gotta be.
You just charming like
You
I'm
don't
light
have to
skinned.
be light skinned to be a pretty boy.
I'm not no
I
pretty
feel
boy.
like.
I'm not no pretty boy. I just take care of myself.
That I didn't say it to offend you. It was like you're a pretty boy. You're like that you're a handsome guy. So yes, shut up. I can't do this with you.
Alright, go ahead. Continue. Continue, bro.
So you put yourself out there to women.
Right.
So how did women help you?
Like I said, just going through different situations. Basically, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know the proper word to use. I just gained more confidence in within myself, and just
Was
start
it
speaking my
because
mind.
it was okay? That made women more attractive to you?
Yeah, I wasn't a punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say how I feel, and I can be controlling, but not in a bad way.
Oh, explain that. You have to explain that. You can't just say
I'm saying,
that.
like, some women like when you're a little controlling, not when you get overboard with it, but like, you gotta
Are
let
you
them
trying to
pass.
say
You gotta let them
women-
pass in a relationship
Women like when you put them in their place
Yeah.
when it's necessary.
when it's necessary, yes. And I'm pretty good at that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if she's mature enough, then yeah, she would like that.
Yeah.
She-
See, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a little pushover back in the day. Like I said, I let my last girl get away with a lot. But, you know what I'm saying, I put my foot down and I say how I feel. And I basically wear the pants now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't finna be doing all this, that. But I'll do it.
Well, have you ever like seen somebody else in a situation being controlled? Like the outside looking in.
One of my homeboys, he don't like to admit it, but I can see it. Like, this girl be controlling him.
How?
Well, like, he'll probably say he don't want certain things to happen, but it always happens for some reason. But like, and he doesn't like it.
Women got that power.
Man,
Man,
whatever.
it must be
it's just him.
something.
It's just him. And I be telling him all the time, but he's swerving
You
now.
think he
got this-
hasn't matured enough yet, or
I think he's still going through that stage of fully putting his foot down too. So it's a process with that. Some people born with it. Some people gotta
yeah?
just go into it.
Well, I don't know if they're born with it, but well, maybe they might. I don't really know. Let's see. So, do you think music have like somewhat of control over people? Like,
I mean, as far as like the message in the song,
yeah. Like, well, what I was thinking, like, love songs, fairy tales, movies.
or do you think that can have an influence on someone?
Yeah.
Of course. Bro, I've learned that music is like the most influential, tool in life.
It is. It's stories written in songs. Like, yeah.
It can easily influence someone. I ain't gonna lie, like if I'm trying to get lit or something, I'll listen to some trap music or something. That's when I kind of get aggressive. I listen to like Dolph or something. That's when I be talking crazy. Or then I'll be listening to like Dre. I'll call my ex up or something. No, I won't call my ex, but y'all get what I'm saying.
No. No.
It's powerful and movies.
You know what song they got me before we start talking about movies? Shut up.
think about.
But that song, for real, like songs like that will boss a woman up. Like, you know, no, like just
make you feel like you got control. I guess.
No, make you feel like you gaining your self control back from a man. Be careful with me.
I guess.
For real, like you said, like just how women can be controlling in a relationship, men can be even more controlling in a relationship. So it's like after a while you get fed up. Like my last episode, what I was saying, you can get fed up, and that's what she was talking about. Like be careful because karma gonna come back around.
It go both ways.
Yeah, it does go both ways. That's why you here. I feel like you can be controlled in a work environment. I know one of my coworkers, he wanted me to, you know, talk about different situations. And like in a workplace, like with my job, they knew that I needed them. Like don't ever like make a gesture that you need this job in front of your boss or anything. But when I first started this job or whatever, I left my other job for this job. It was more money. It was supposed to be closer to me, you know, closer to my baby daycare. So it was like they bounced me around. They told me they had a permanent position for me in the beginning, like closer to home, but they bounced me around. So I have to work like 30 minutes away from where I stay.
But that is a way of being controlled. Your job.
Yeah, like you tried to make it sound all good, like you was on my side in the beginning. Oh, I got a place that's right close by you, but now I ended up 30 minutes from where I stayed. So if I never would have took that position, I would have been out of the job. And I definitely didn't want to go back to my old job. I wanted to upgrade. So now they call me for like overtimes and all that. They know that I need that.
Right.
You know, everybody need their job, so they got it. But that's how controlling they can be. Like the higher you up in power, quote unquote, they abuse that power.
Yeah, I know that from experience.
So what's your experience?
When people at my job, I guess they know I need my job, so they'll try to abuse their power as well. They'll try to give me the work extra.
And especially because they know you're a good worker.
Yeah, that too. So I mean, in a way, I feel like that can be a bit controlling. Granted, you know, I don't want to be like this forever. I want to be my own boss.
It's definitely not going to speak that into existence. Like
be your own boss.
Definitely be your own boss. This is why I started this. You know what I'm saying? And to encourage everybody to be who they want to be. Like, don't let nothing hold you back. No person, no job, you know, none of these negative, influential things that's going around. Like, block all that out.
Yeah, because it can be a way of being controlled. You know, you got to get up at a certain time, go to work, get off at a certain time. It's like you're a robot.
Yeah.
Being controlled.
And with this, I feel free because, you know, it's like
do it when you want to.
When I want to do it, how I want to do it, because it's my craft. It's what I want to do. This is, you know, what time I want to do it. You know, I did my other video earlier, and I'm doing this one later on in the afternoon. Like,
that was a good one, bro. The work, being controlled. That was a good one.
Yeah, like it's a lot of situations out there. Like, oh yeah, we didn't even talk about the movies. Like movies, when I was young, I believe in fairy tales. I still do. Whatever. Like, whatever. But I never seen out there, like, the perfect fairy tale relationship. Like, ever. Like, ever. And I feel... Yeah, so, you know what? You know, right? After they fall in love and they get married and all that, that's the end of the movie. Where's the rest of the relationship? Like, now we feel like they're living happily ever after. That's what they say. But what's the... So, I'm thinking, like... Oh, I can find me a Prince Charming. No. I know I'm gonna have some problems with you. We already know that. But yeah, that can be controlling to a little girl. coming up, especially, you know, if she doesn't have her dad or her father figure in her life at all, a male figure, a big brother, or, you know, in her life.
I feel like school can be controlling.
Speak on it.
Hey, bro, I'm doing good, man. Alcohol. I'm sorry.
I told you we just having a conversation. It's fun, right?
Yeah, school can be controlling.
How fun?
Because you got homework, you got work to do, and if you don't get it in, if you don't get it in, you're gonna fail. So it's in a way you don't want to fail. So it's like that work controlling you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can control you to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Some people really just don't even care.
Yeah. And when you get in college, they really don't care. You really don't. But I ain't gonna lie, like back in high school, I felt controlled as far as like with school and stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta do this, gotta get this turned in on time and stuff like that.
And then it be like, it's just how they do it nowadays. Like, it be a whole bunch of unnecessary work that we're doing. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard before that someone said that we should go to school already, like, from middle school. High school should be like college.
Yeah.
Like, what we already want to do. Because I feel like at the middle school, and some stuff in middle school that we really just don't need to know. Like,
Trying to fit in.
trying to fit in.
Yeah. Like you feel like you gotta try to be cool, fit in with the crowd. A lot of folks can't really be themselves because they're trying to fit in with folks. So
Yeah, I remember back in middle school, oh my god, it was like a trend. Like, y'all don't get offended, whoever followed this trend, but
yeah.
it was a trend of like the rainbow colors. Oh my god, like they used to wear rainbow colored like socks
Yeah.
and belts and bracelets and shirts, and like it was just a trend. Like with me, like I always had my own trend, or if it was a trend, I wouldn't do it till like years later. Or like when I was in middle school, I had to cut all my hair off. Right, and yes, I had to cut all my hair off. My hair was like an inch long, no lie, up here at the top. And like I had one of those Fantasia back in the day, like in middle school. So I was like picked on, talked about, whatever. And then when I got to high school, the short haircut was like a thing. That's so dumb. And I feel like I had that trend first. Well, I didn't come up with the trend because the short hairstyle is, you know what I'm saying. But for me to be that young, you know, it was kind of weird. So, but I was in my last year of middle school. But when I go to high school, it's a trend. Everybody getting their haircut. I'm like, that's a bull.
Everybody trying to do stuff that they don't do. They trying to fit in.
Yeah. There's some peer pressure coming in too, though. Like, a lot of people want to be seen. I feel like you can be seen more when you are your unique self. Like when you, that's when you get recognized more. You starting to be like everybody else. You don't look like everybody else. It's just you're everybody else.
You gotta be different. That's when you stand out, really. How to start your own trend. Be yourself.
Exactly.
I could be controlling them, trying to fit in, not being yourself.
Well, that was a good second episode. You got any other?
Oh, good. That was a good combo.
That was a good combo. So, thanks for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Any social medias you want to give out to them so they can, you know?
Follow me on Facebook, Tyrell Thornton, Tyrrell Thornton.
Yep. So be friends with him. You know, he's a pretty cool dude or whatever. My social medias are gonna be down, you know, down below somewhere. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. See who's gonna come join me on the throne this time. Until next time, bye. He's taking up the whole space. How am I supposed to do with you? You took up the whole I come in during the twerking part. Oh, that's it.
These little real me, I swear you gotta feel me before they try and kill me. They gotta make some choices. They running out of options, but I've been going on.